What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm bringing my Dragon Ball Super review for episode 53, and oh my gosh, the mystery is getting more and more confusing. So, to kind of review the episode first before I discuss my opinions on it, essentially we have Goku, Beerus, and Whis heading to Universe 6, specifically the Kaioshin realm, to talk to the Kaioshin of that universe, to see what the deal is, because obviously when Black showed up and he fought Goku briefly a couple episodes ago, Whis and Beerus knows that they sense a similar ki and they have sensed it before. Well, turns out, apparently, and this is where the big mystery is, apparently Zamasu, who is a apprentice Kaioshin of Universe 10, who used to be a Kai, now is basically trained to become a Kaioshin, he has a very similar ki. Now, this is where it gets really, really confusing, because Whis and Beerus both think that this actually is the exact same ki as Black, and in a way, Zamasu is Black. However, this is where it gets tricky, because when Goku fought him, he said the same thing. He was like, I sense that this is Black's ki, but it's not. So now we go back into this roller coaster loophole, Ferris wheel, merry-go-round, something else that spins in circles of the mystery of who exactly is Black. Now, the episode itself is titled the identity of Black revealed, and even though I want to believe the obvious choice to say that Black is Zamasu, I still don't think so, sort of. Now, I want to go back to my theory that I created with Geekdom a couple of days ago. In case you missed that, I'll link it in the description below if I remember to link the video. But to summarize that video so you don't have to watch both if you don't want to watch both, I said in that video that I feel like what Black actually is he is the inner evil that was expelled from Zamasu to become the next Kaioshin. Now, what I said, what I based the theory off of is you got to remember when Kami, I almost said Kenkai, when Kami was becoming the guardian of Earth, he had to expel all the evil inside him, and that's what created Piccolo. Demon King Piccolo came from Kami. Kami became, the guardian of Earth, whereas King Piccolo went to go be a dick. I think we're heading in this, and this is just my theory, by the way, no confirmation or anything, it's just my complete theory, and if you have any better theories, feel free to share down below, as well as let me know your thoughts on the one that I'm discussing right now. And again, if you do want to watch that video, I completely go in depth with it with Geekdom, you can see in the description below, but I have a strong reason to believe that Zamasu is not ready yet. He is far from ready from being a Kaioshin. He's very, very young. He has a very weird, strange hate towards Ningen, which is basically not just humans, but it's kind of like the lower beings, humans, humanoids, something like that. Not specifically humans from Earth, but just like those humanoid people, creatures, things that live in different planets. And he wants to completely remove them from existence just because they're a mistake. They start wars, they kill, it's an endless cycle, and that's just basically what, Ningens do, humans do. And to become a Kaioshin, you have to expel all hate. You have to be a good guy. So I think what's going to happen is, at some point in the future, before Zamasu actually becomes the next Kaioshin of Universe 10, he indeed expels that hate. And in the process of that happening, whether it is another being or what, maybe desecrates Goku's dead body or whatever, it steals the ring and goes off into, I don't know, some other time period. I feel like this is exactly what we're going through. This is the only thing I can think of. I mean, unless it's just a strip, similar. Maybe this encounter that Zamasu had with Goku further solidified that he hates humans, and that this is actually the encounter that basically is going to make him become more evil. I don't even know. I mean, the interesting thing is it's a T. Weird T, right? According to Gowasu, who is the current Kaioshin of Universe 10, he says that only those with a complete pure heart and calm heart can create tea as good as he did. And we see in the beginning of the episode, he makes his tea that's all nice and pure, but as he's getting stirred up by and triggered by humans, because this question was, is it worth protecting these humans? You can see like that dark swirl inside that tea. It's like he taints it, essentially. And at the end of the episode, Gowasu asks Zamasu to make another tea for him, and as you can see, the difference between the first tea and the second tea is when he creates it, it's automatically already, stirred with I don't want to say evil, but there's something inside it that's obviously not as calm and as fluid as we saw in the first part of the episode. On top of that, another reason why he wanted Zamasu to fight Goku is for another test to see how he holds off his rage and anger when it comes across a humanoid. It's weird calling Goku a human, but basically a humanoid. Let's call them mortals for now. And we see the fight. Like during the fight, they get really, really intense. Goku goes Super Saiyan 2, I believe, from the looks of it. They say Super Saiyan, but it looks like Super Saiyan 2. And pretty much ends up being pretty one-sided. Goku's obviously stronger, and they're all kind of shocked, like, oh, you fought Beerus? You're pretty powerful. Like, I underestimated humans or whatever. But you see that snap. Like, he has this, like, dark side inside of him that clearly is just unfit to be Kaioshin. I mean, if I was Gowasu, I'd be like, bro, you gotta go. This is you gotta go, man. You're not fit to be a freaking Kaioshin, not yet. But for whatever reason, you know, obviously they're still gonna go through a test. But honestly, I had this really strong gut feeling that what's gonna happen is just similar to what we saw in Dragon Ball. I mean, again, before Kami was able to become the Guardian of Earth, he had to expel all the evil inside him, and that's what created King Piccolo. That's how Piccolo was born, and you know, he started being a dick in the original Dragon Ball series. So I would not be surprised if this is the exact same path that Toriyama is going with. And I mean, for long I thought, well, maybe Black is some kind of Makaioshin, but technically in a way, Makaioshin, it basically is evil Kai, so technically that's not wrong. It's kind of right, not really. The Makaioshin are more on the, I don't know, the devilish side. Like I said, I don't really know anything about the backstory of Makaioshin. I mean, it's something that Toriyama's always wanted to really dive into, but the way I see it is Makaioshin is just an evil Kaioshin. In this case, if Zamasu does expel all the evil inside him, then technically that would create a Makaioshin. Wait, I don't really know. There's so many mysteries. You know, the biggest the troll here was due to the fact that we all assumed they were going to get an actual answer, but in fact, they're keeping the mystery going, which I don't mind. You know, I like going through this roller coaster of emotions every single week, trying to figure out who the hell Zamasu is. And obviously he's a strong fighter, but it wasn't until, you know, he really revealed his power when his ki flexed, when they kind of connected the dots. Now the question is he actually Zamasu, or is he, you know, closer to my theory? Or like I said, do you have any better theory yourselves? So in the comment section below, feel free to share your best thoughts on what you guys think Zamasu is as compared to Black. Are they the same being? At some point, is Zamasu just gonna go haywire and just decide, you know what? I'm gonna find your dead body because you're the one who beat me up. I'm taking your body and I'm about to go do evil things. Or is it closer to my theory where I said basically it's just an expulsion of evil crafted into like a demonic being that happened to somehow get Goku's body? So many questions, man. Now, originally when I watched this episode, I was pretty upset. I was like, really? We waited literally like weeks. On top of that, there was no episode of Dragon Ball Super last week, and now we finally get here. It's like, well, we thought we were gonna get the answer, but instead we are still kind of in this like roller coaster of emotions, trying to figure out what's going on. But honestly, I don't mind. If they can keep the mystery going as long as possible while making all us kind of guess, this is what makes me so excited about the series. So I guess down below, let me know your thoughts on what you guys think is going on so far. I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to wait a long time. The next week episode, we saw that we have Trunks getting some quality father-son times, and they're gonna be fighting. And I assume that pretty much nothing's gonna happen in that episode. It's gonna be probably just one of those situations where we just see Vegeta and Trunks bond. We'll probably get to see Ascended Super Saiyan Trunks, because it did look like he was like really getting really buff in the next episode preview, but I couldn't really tell. But I feel like we're not gonna find out much details about Black until I want to say maybe a couple more weeks, 3 or 4 weeks max. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm getting to the point I really want to know, but at the same time, I love being in the dark with the mystery. So yeah, one last thing I want to talk about is this is a small spoiler to those who have already seen a picture. So there's a fan art picture of Black going around right now that apparently is being sold in an official art book by Bandai or something, I don't really know. And he appeared to have pinkish hair. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody has already seen the theory of, you know, but Black actually having a Super Saiyan Pink transformation. Now, a while ago, we all remember that, what's his name, Toriyama himself said, you know, that Super Saiyan White might be a thing eventually. And honestly, based on looking at a picture, it was a really small, low-quality picture. To me, what it mostly looked like is because Black does have a purplish dark aura. To me, it looked more like a Super Saiyan Whitish aura. But because the white clashes with purple, what do you take white and mix it with purple? What do you get? You get pink. So honestly, what I think it is, and this is just my own theory, you know, I don't want to make a whole video about it just because there's no legit theory yet. For all we know, this might just be fan art that we're just kind of tossing there to go along with the book. My initial thoughts about that, because everybody keeps asking me on Twitter and comments and everything. Yes, I've seen it, but honestly, until I get more confirmation, more legit sources, I don't want to talk about it. But to me, from seeing that original picture, which I'm not going to link, if you want to see it yourself, you can just look up Super Saiyan Pink. It's all over Google. It looked more like it's Super Saiyan White. Just because of the purple aura that he has, it reflects off the white. It looks pinkish, because that's real here. Super Saiyan Pink is kind of just weird and kind of out there. I mean, first we got blue. We had Broly's green, or I mean, good example. When Broly went Super Saiyan, which you can see, I got the Comic-Con edition Broly right there. When he went Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, his green aura kind of made his hair appear greenish. So I think this is what this is. This is just white hair that kind of shows off as pinkish just because of his dark purple aura. But again, I don't know if this is true. For all we know, Black will not have any transformation at all. So this is one of those things we're gonna have to wait for a couple more weeks until they have better clarification. And then I kind of want to hold off on doing a video about that just because I don't know. I don't want to make a video saying, oh yeah, Super Saiyan Pink confirmed, just off of one fan art, really low quality fan art picture. Because like I said, for all we know, it might just be Super Saiyan White, just it looks pink for whatever reason. So comment section below if you want to basically give me your thoughts on that as well. Feel free to do so, whether you like pink, white, or your overall thoughts. Feel free to do so. But for now, episode 53 was very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. The mystery is going. I just want to know what the hell's going on, who Zamasu is, who Black is, and basically what led us from point A to point B where Black is destroying everything. I mean, I guess kind of makes sense because Zamasu does seem to hate, you know, the lower beings, the mortals, for whatever reason. You know, he says that they're flawed, they cause wars, and in Trunks' future, which is what 17 years in the future, he had already destroyed several different worlds, and now he's on Earth, you know, taking his turn destroying the Earthlings. So for all we know, it could be Zamasu taking his revenge, but again, I'm still sticking to the theory that it has to be some sort of like dark expulsion out of Zamasu that somehow got into Goku's body, brought it back to life, and now basically he's using Goku's body to take revenge in the distant future on all the mortals. Which the question is, if that's the case, then why didn't nobody stop him? Because you would think that Gowasu or somebody, unless he's just that powerful, Gowasu or somebody was going to step it up and be like, hey, yo, none of that, bruh. None of that. Like, chill. Because they're supposed to help life, to create life, and they're supposed to kind of stand by life and protect it. But at the same time, if their own are killing it, shouldn't they do something to stop it? Unless, for all we know, maybe Black in the future just destroyed every single Kaioshin in that universe. Or maybe he went to Universe 7 for some reason. I don't know. So many mysteries, man, and that's what I love the most about this arc. But overall, let me know your thoughts in episode 53 in the comment section below, as well as what you think is the story of Black. Again, if you want to watch the video I did with Gito a couple days ago in regards to the expulsion of evil theory, I'll link it in the description below. But other than that, I guess now we wait patiently for another weekend to see what happens this weekend, although I'm pretty confident that we won't get anything new this weekend. Maybe the week after that, if not the week after that. But for now, the mystery is still up, so all we can do is just go along with the ride. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're hyped for Dragon Ball Super, as always, enjoying the series thus far in these videos, make sure you leave a like button below. Any other thoughts, comments, feedback, you can just share down below as well. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see all y'all Super Sandwiches in the comment section below. Peace.